everyone, it's Michelle and welcome back to the Royal Daily Tea. So you guys, I have a huge exciting announcement that I can't share with you just yet. I'm still working out the details, but hopefully later on today or tomorrow I can drop this huge surprise announcement. So stay tuned for that. Now I did announce in my previous video, if you haven't seen it, it's the one where I talk about Fergie doing a reinvention of herself and the smoke and mirrors that are being played by Harry and Meghan. I talked about opening up a brand new P.O. box for the RDT family community. So now I have a P.O. box that if you would like to converse with me, send me a letter, a card. I know quite a few people have reached out to me wanting to send me things, so now there's a place that you can do that, and my P.O. box will be listed in all of the video descriptions from today moving forward. I also had my very first sponsored video yesterday. If you did not watch that video, her name is Elise Torres, and she is a brand new travel agent and a member of the RDT family community. So make sure you check out her travel website for your next dream vacation. I will have her linked for you down below. So I have a really cute video to share with you from one of my RDT family subscribers. Go ahead and watch this video here.
Oh my gosh, you guys, you know what time it is. Yeah, buddy, have to get ready. Hey, you guys, so you know I am a fan of Royal Daily Tea. My good friend Michelle is just off the chain with her channel. Yep, she's getting started. So I am getting comfortable. Got my French press out with my decaf brand, Decaf Please Coffee. I was going to do my coffee cup today, Queen of the Castle, which I sell on my Etsy shop, Decaf Please Designs. But in honor of Royal Daily Tea, Michelle has this cute saying, call your daddy. So I'm going to be drinking my decaf coffee out of this today. And I popped some popcorn. Yes, I did. I'm going to get nice and comfy and hear the latest scoop. I've been like.
So I absolutely love this video. It's actually from one of my really good friends, Alicia, and I saw this on her Snapchat and I just wanted to share it with you. I thought it was adorable. She's a huge royal fan just like me. But you guys, we have a lot of juicy royalty to get through today. So you know what to do. Sit back and relax, grab yourself a beverage, and let's get into the Royal Daily Tea. So today is March 7th, 2023, and this is a very special day for me here on the Royal Daily Tea. If you are not aware, today is the 2-year anniversary of the infamous Oprah Winfrey interview where Harry and Meghan sat down on national television and slagged off the royal family. But it is also the birth date and anniversary of the Royal Daily Tea. I became an accidental overnight royal correspondent for TikTok when I went on TikTok right after watching the Oprah Winfrey interview, and I was seething. I was seething mad at the accusations and the lies that Harry and Meghan spewed during that interview. And after that, guys, I have been doing the Royal Daily Tea ever since. So today is a very special day for me as it's the 2-year anniversary of my favorite passion, talking about the royals. I never thought I would be here 2 years later and that I would have an audience who wanted to hear what I had to say on the royals, and we keep growing. So thank you guys so much for over 22,000 subscribers. I literally am still shocked that we are here 2 years later, but the fact that that interview was 2 years ago, it seems like yesterday. But so many things have changed since Harry and Meghan sat down with Oprah Winfrey in March of 2021, and we have definitely learned a lot about the dynamic duo from Montecito. So many of us royal commentators in the Megxit community have been validated. You know, Harry and Meghan love to tell tall tales and play the victim and act like they're just doing everything out of the goodness of their heart. They're here to spread positivity and kindness and to support Her Majesty the Queen. That is what they said when they left the royal family in March of 2020. They left initially for financial freedom, that they wanted to go off and be their own people. They wanted privacy. They wanted financial independence. They still wanted to support the crown and the Commonwealth on behalf of Her Majesty the Queen. Unfortunately for them, the Queen said, nah, I think we're good. So Harry and Meghan definitely kind of overplayed their cards when it came to Megxit. They really didn't think it through. They had delusions of grandeur, thinking everything was going to be rosy and awesome in Hollywood, where they thought they were going to get paid six figures to give their woke salad speeches that nobody wanted to listen to. So instead, they had to give out a whole bunch of those free Zoom calls, pop it up on people's meetings, whether they wanted them to be there or not. Harry and Meghan were full of advice. Remember the good old days in 2020 and 2021 where Harry and Meghan became warriors of social justice and started giving all of those woke speeches on Zoom calls? Well, then they progressed to sitting down with Oprah Winfrey back in 2021, where everyone collectively gasped, even Oprah, when they sat there and accused the royal family of being jealous, of being vindictive, of working behind the scenes to take down Meghan Markle because she was such a threat. And of course, of accusing the royal family of being racist, where Oprah Winfrey famously said, "What? What?" Now, what have we learned about Harry and Meghan since the Oprah Winfrey interview 2 years ago? What we've learned about Harry and Meghan is that they lied about everything that they have said. They did not leave the royal family for financial freedom. They left the royal family because they didn't get their way. And they thought that Hollywood was going to beckon them as royalty, as the top 1% of Hollywood, and that they were going to get paid six figures to give speeches, and that offers were just going to be thrown at their feet. Well, unfortunately for Harry and Meghan, they picked literally the worst time. March of 2020 was the beginning of the worldwide pandemic. So these two people didn't think it through. And of course, no one realized the epidemic and pandemic that was going to happen. Now, since then, Harry and Meghan have built their brand on playing the woke victim card and the occasional accusation of, selling us out to the tabloids, not defending Meghan, and of course, good old-fashioned racism. Now, they did have an audience of people who did believe them for a while, but now in 2023, Harry and Meghan are now backtracking on all their major allegations, saying it was the UK media that accused the royal family of institutional unconscious racism. It certainly wasn't Harry and Meghan, even though they literally sat there on national television and let the implications fly. They did not correct the implications, and they full-heartedly agreed with Oprah that this was racism. They sat there for 2 years and let people believe that the royal family was racist. But now in 2023, we have people like Chris Rock coming out saying, nah, sis, that's not racism. That is a normal question to ask. Even Black people want to know how brown a baby's going to be, which we have talked about here on my channel. So it seems now that people are really scratching their heads and starting to look at Harry and Meghan in a new light, because Harry and Meghan have done nothing since Megxit, which is 3 years, and since the Oprah Winfrey interview, 2 years. All they have seemed to do is make money and monetize their woke victimhood and their attacks on the royal family. We now have Prince Harry's book Spare, we have their docu-series, we have Harry's pay-per-view event where he's still blaming everyone for everything that has ever happened to him but himself, where he's still holding on to the my mom card. Everywhere he goes, he holds on to the Diana card because Harry and Meghan believe they have Princess Diana magic. They are the most popular royals. Everyone is jealous of them, and they're victims. Literally, Harry and Meghan have been on the woke victim tour since March of 2020. Now in 2023, the tide is starting to shift in their popularity and in their public perception. People are starting to realize that these two are a one-trick pony and they have nothing new to talk about. They literally have been slagging off the royal family for 3 years. A lot of inconsistencies. They're crying right now over losing Frogmore Cottage, the home that they lived in for barely 6 months, spent $2.5 million over budget, had King Charles, Big Daddy, write a check to cover it, flee to America, thumb their nose and the middle finger at the UK, and now 3 years later are crying because they lost Frogmore Cottage and saying they're victims and they were evicted. Again, they had that house for 3 years. They didn't want it. And now that they don't have it, they're crying over it, that it was the only safe place that they could go. It was the forever home for baby Archie and little Lilibet Diana. Everything these two has been for money, for greed, and for self-purpose and delusion. If anything, these two have proven is that they're liars and self-delusional. But now we have gone from Megxit in March of 2020 to Frogxit in March of 2023. Now, in my opinion, Operation Phase Out is in full swing. The royal family, while the queen was alive, played it very nicey nice and just let them do their thing and never complain, never explain, just sat there and did their jobs as royals while they were throwing those hand grenades at the royals. But now that the queen has passed and we have a new sheriff in town, King Charles, as I've mentioned to you guys before, he's not taking it laying down. And he has the first strike by removing them from Frogmore Cottage. Now that the queen is gone, Harry doesn't really have that safety net. He doesn't have that safe place to land that he had with his granny. So now they took away Frogmore Cottage. Are the titles next? They're still on the table. I don't think it's going to happen sooner rather than later. Also, there's the counselor of the state. There are quite a few things, guys, that go with that residence. Again, it is starting to phase them out. Now, whether they go to the coronation is going to be very important for them because this actually could be one of their last state appearances that they will attend as part of the royal family. Now, if they don't go to the king's coronation, I do believe they're going to be fast-tracked in phase out and irrelevancy. Again, they are irrelevant now, but I think they're going to fall faster and farther down if they do not attend the coronation. Because if they attend the coronation, then they're still going to have that connection to the royal family, which quite frankly, they need. We all know their bread is buttered through their royal connections and their titles because they continue to use their titles for monetization. Even though they walked away from the royal family to find financial freedom, everything that they have done money-wise, career-wise, has been due to the fact he is a royal prince and their connection to the royal family. Without that, they would have absolutely nothing. Now, moving forward for the Sussexes, I really believe the royal family is going to start cutting the cords and the connections that tie back to the royal family. As we know, Harry has become a little unhinged. with his psychedelic drug use, his admissions of smoking pot. It's very controversial to a lot of people. Now, I know people in my comment section, oh, they're very helpful. Those psychedelic drugs can help. Marijuana can help. Yes, I'm sure it does. But the way that Harry is promoting it, the way he's self-dosing himself, I don't think that's healthy. And he's giving people a false message that he loves to be high. It's okay to be high. It gets away all of his negative feelings. Burying your feelings with a substance is not dealing with your emotions. You can't replace counseling or dealing with problems with going and getting high. And I think Harry is sending a very dangerous and irresponsible message by promoting that program. It is very dangerous, and it is illegal in 3 countries. So Harry, who's always toting mental health through Better Up and now through his psychedelic mushrooms and pot use, I do believe it's starting to make him look a little bit unprofessional, unhinged, and it might affect him getting huge brand deals in the future. And now that he has backtracked on quite a few of the allegations that he had made toward the royal family, it makes him look unreliable, that they use a lot of smoke and mirrors, a lot of word salad. And if there's anything in life, your word is your bond. The fact that Harry lies and Meghan lies and everything they say or do is very inconsistent, and it's very damaging to other people by making false accusations of racism, of making false accusations against Queen Camilla for plotting against Meghan and Harry and planting stories in the press without any proof. Those are very damaging allegations, and quite frankly, nothing has been proven. So why people align themselves to these two is beyond me. And now with his psychedelic drug use, he really does look very unprofessional and unhinged. And Meghan Markle, I mean, with all of the South Park and Chris Rock and Rebel Wilson, there's so much negativity in regards to how she treats people, the bullying allegations, books from Valentine Lowe and Tom Bauer. There's just too many people from too many sources, from too many years of experience of dealing with Meghan for them not to be true. It's not just 1 or 2 people, it's a lot of people from many years, different genres, different experiences. Even celebrities have had negative experiences with Meghan Markle, not to mention her own family. So 3 years since Megxit, in my opinion, Harry and Meghan are definitely not succeeding in America the way that they thought they were going to. In my opinion, I think they're starting to doubt themselves, maybe second guess themselves. They had it made. They literally walked away from the best opportunity in the world. They blew it. They had a worldwide stage. Meghan could have given speeches where people would have paid attention and listened to her, but unfortunately her greed and self-delusion of being a superstar got in the way of her doing actual good work. If she really wanted to be a humanitarian and a savior of the planet, she could have been a royal duchess, worked doing royal patronages, and actually make a difference in the world. The problem is Meghan puts herself above everyone else. It's all about Meghan, what Meghan wants. And unfortunately, that type of person cannot be a working royal, because a working royal is a life of service, not a life of self. The problem with Harry and Meghan, it's all about them, what they want, what they like, their feelings. Harry is very self-indulgent. He's a whiner. He's a baby. He's constantly crying. He's upset that William got a better lot in life than he did. William didn't get the better lot in life, in my opinion. William has a lot of pressure to be the future king of the Commonwealth. It is a sacrifice of his life to lead of service. Like Her Majesty the Queen had a lot of personal sacrifices because she was the Queen. Her life was her duty to the Commonwealth, and she served it well. And King Charles the same way, Camilla the same way. It is not about you, it is about the service to the country, to the Commonwealth. But Meghan and Harry, they're all about themselves, about the fame, about the money, about the Hollywood sign, about the Netflix series, about the adulation. Meghan wants the adulation, she wants the fame, she wants the life of luxury. She just doesn't want to do the work. She doesn't want to be a civil servant in a tiara. And so the only thing I've learned about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry is that everything we've said about them for the past 3 years has been 100% correct. They have not proven me wrong. They have not proven Sue Smith wrong, Padina wrong, Paula wrong, River wrong, the body language guy wrong, or Lady C wrong. As a matter of fact, they've all given us credit for what we've been saying for 3 years. So if anything, we've gotten massive validation because they've only proven the fact that they're just self-absorbed, selfish crybabies. So in my opinion, things are going to start phasing out for Harry and Meghan, and I don't think things are going to go well for them by the end of this year. So let me know what you guys think about the 2-year anniversary of the Oprah Winfrey interview. Has this changed your opinion about Harry and Meghan, or have you always been on board with the Mexit community? I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much, guys, for supporting me for the past 2 years, and I hope we have another 2 years to go. Anyways, thanks for stopping by the video. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe for future updates, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye, guys.